Well, Spaz, I don't have my crown anymore. I need to print a new one for this season. As until we are not conference champions any longer, I will wear the damn crown.
Yes, must wear the crown.
But going into year two, are you more confident, less confident, or about the same as last year for Oregon?
I, you know, last year there was so much levied on this team, so much pressure and whatnot, and I feel like this year there's not as much pressure laid on the team. Um, People know what Oregon is. People know what Oregon can do. They know what Dan Lanning and his crew can do, especially with Will Stein and Tosh Lapoy, and just the way, just the way they, you know, watching those uh, media clips that come out from the Ducks media team each week, just it's so shows so how in tune this team is each year, and it doesn't seem to change at all. Each year, it seems like by the time fall camp hits, this team is like glued. They're like on each other. Um, a- a- and I think with less expectations on them, I think is going to make it better. And I think it's going to make for a a possible run that people aren't expecting because everybody's saying, oh, it's Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon, and everybody else. But I wouldn't be so sure on that because if Dante Moore comes out or Novastad, but most likely Moore comes out and him and these receivers are on, and Dante Moore has legs as well. Nobody saw that. So if he's able to use his legs and his arm, now you've got not only do you just have a pocket passer, you've got an escape artist as well, Mariota style. Oof, this team could shock people, and they could maybe go undefeated again.
Ooh, I would not put. I don't think I'd put him on
I
anywhere
don't
near
think
Mariota level, but
I don't think they will, but I expect them to go 10-2, 11-1.
I would I would say it's Will Stein's wheelhouse to he'll be basically as effective as Gabriel was at running. Right when you need him to do it, he'll do it and it'll be effective. And that
Oh,
was still
he's got faster wheels than Gabriel by far.
oh no, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying they won't need him to do more than Gabriel did. Like they don't want to use their QB as a runner like that. After the Knicks injury, it was kind of like, yikes, you know. So you learn to tone it back a little bit. Obviously, that was Dillingham, but still.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but what if they just shock people and turn him into a Mariota style of quarterback?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some more read options. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing a few more a game.
Because that read option he pulled out in practice the other day, oh my goodness.
But I'd say that the confidence going this year, last year, I think was, I see last year, a lot of people had more confidence last year's team than this year's team. And I think some of it's hindsight, though, to how the season went. Because last year it was the same thing. I was like, well, okay, we figured it was Dylan Gabriel. What was he going to do in the offense? How was it going to work? What was he going to do? You're like, well, he'll just be Bo Nix again. But he's not Bo Nix. And it wasn't the same type of offense to a degree. You know, there were different players, different skill sets. So at the same time, everything was a little different. But I don't know. it's I'm still getting used to it. So before we go into any further, if we say something bad about another team, relax, everyone. All right, we're still the newbies to the Big Ten. All right, calm down, calm down.
But yeah, I like where I love our defense. I love our defense, front to back.
Well, as long as they stop giving up 34 points in the first half.
Yeah, well, and I tell you what, Lanning learned from that. I guarantee you he learned from that. And he's going to be better prepared.
Or 38 points to Penn State in general.
Yeah, but that was a team that was beat up going into that game.
Yeah.
They had played, what, 7 straight weeks before that?
8. But yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyways, the point is, it's like that could be taken 2 different ways.
And if this offensive line is any improvement over last year, with adding Bedford, who didn't play a snap hardly last year, 1 game, I think, and then he got hurt. I don't even know if he played 1 game last year.
No, he didn't.
So, yeah, a guy like Bedford anchoring that offensive line and Poncho in the middle, you're not flipping guys.
And Pregnon, hope if he just is as good as he was at USC, solid, solid.
Yeah, I mean,
not saying a world beater or anything, but solid.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, we've got Isaiah World on the other side of that offensive line. I mean, that offensive line is no joke. And if they're clicking,
if they're clicking, that's kind of the big thing. Is like that's it. If they're all and the biggest thing was the Bedford injury last year threw everything out of whack because then Poncho got moved from center, and that just threw everything into disarray last year.
And we're deeper this year. You got Fox Crater from up here in Vancouver is a sophomore this year. So I mean, he's redshirt sophomore at that. So he's got a couple of years in the system now, and he's going to get some burn at times. So we got depth. If somebody goes down, we're a little bit better than we were. Hey, Dragon.
And that is true. I think that's a big thing. And yes, hi, Dragon. I didn't want to interrupt Spaz over there. I think that's the big thing is depth. As long as there's just no unexpected injury like Bedford last year, that really killed the O-line the first few weeks while they were figuring
100%.
it
out. I think by the Northwestern game, for sure the Oregon State game end of September. By end of September, if we get through September with limited or no injuries on that offensive line, there's going to be some holes and there's going to be some yardage eaten up by some of these backs we have.